Hello, I'm Andrea from Cheshire Libraries and I'd like to tell you about a book I love. My book is Agatha Christie, Hot to Trot by M.C Beaton, published by Constable in 2020. So this book is the latest in the Agatha Christie crime series. So where to start? Agatha Christie is a tour de force. She is a working class girl done good. She's a PR guru turned private investigator, and she's a city dweller who's chosen to live in a village where, to some, she will always be regarded as an outsider. Agatha Christie is bossy, she's demanding, she's domineering, she's controlling, she's a bit of a man-eater, and she rubs people up the wrong way. So she definitely has the hyacinth bouquet factor that makes people want to hide or run for the hills. However, she can also be extremely generous. She's doggedly determined and always catches her man or woman, and she's loyal to a fault. She's the sort of person you'd want in your corner, and although I'm not sure that I'd want her as a friend, I certainly wouldn't want her as an enemy. And to me, it's all these characteristics that make Agatha such a wonderfully awful character to read. She's absolutely fabulous and I love her. Her quirks are amplified and she does come across as being very over the top. But let's face it, who wants to read about somebody who never puts a foot wrong? Life's just not like that and it would be really boring. And if there's one thing you can't accuse Agatha Christie of, it's being boring. So in this book, Hot to Trot, Agatha's longtime friend and sometimes love interest, Charles Frayth, is framed for the murder of his new bride. And it's Agatha's loyalty and her determination that set her off to unmask the real killer. So does she succeed? Well, her investigation takes her into a world that is completely alien to her, that of show jumping, where she is like a fish out of water trying to fit in. And in true Agatha style, she gets herself into some farcical situations. For me, one of the great joys of these books is seeing how she deals with these and how she gets herself out of them. I can guarantee there will always be one moment at least where I'm sat there thinking, I really don't believe that you've just done that, or cringing inwardly. She is unintentionally hilarious, and with her friend Roy Silver, they make a great double act. So while there are those slapstick or pantomime moments in this book, for me, I did feel like it had been brought down just a notch and that we did see a little bit more of a vulnerable side to Agatha in this book. And actually, it really suited her. Without giving anything away, Agatha saves the day, but what M.C Beaton gives with one hand, she takes away with the other in these gloriously written books, and unfortunately that usually means that there's a sting in the tail for our heroine. So, if you're looking for a gritty crime thriller, this isn't it. It definitely falls within the category of a cosy crime book, but sometimes we just want to read something that is reassuringly familiar and where we know what we're going to get. And for me, that is one of the things that I love so much about these books. They are one of my comfort reads. I absolutely love the characters, from the over-the-top Agatha and Roy Silver to the calming Bill and Mrs Bloxby. They make me laugh and they provide me with some pure escapism, which is what we need at the moment. I just absolutely love hanging out in Agatha's world, and I always try and make the books last as long as I can, which somehow never seems to be quite long enough. So thank you very much for listening, and look out for more books we love coming from Cheshire's Libraries soon.